PMacMovies back for a brand new video for you guys. It's Best Buy, maybe Black Friday. I don't know. It looks like this is going to be Best Buy stuff that they got for Black Friday. So we're going to take a look at what Best Buy has to offer. Now keep in mind, I did already snag a few Amazon price matches like last week or the week before, which I did rebuy some of those, which we'll take a look and take a look at why. But I got some $6 ones, some $8, some $10, and then some non-sale stuff. Firstly, most of this is going to be Best Buy, but I did want to show off a couple interesting things I got at Big Lots while I was out there. I got this Paradise Hills with Emma Roberts and Mila Jovovich. This was only $3. I have never heard of this, from Samuel Goldwyn Films. Looks like a fun one, like an interesting one. A young woman is sent to Paradise Hills to be reformed, only to learn that behind the high-class facility's beauty is a sinister secret. Sounds really interesting, and surprised it was only $3. A lot of them are $5, including Samurai Marathon from the director of Candyman, an epic sword slasher. It actually looked like it got pretty good reviews. $5. Yes, I could wait until I got a coupon and then get it, but I'm not out near Big Lots very often, so and there was only one copy of this, so had to snag it. And then a Best Buy one that I saw that I decided to get it. I think this is like regular price for it. It is Dementia 13 Vestron. I guess there's a couple Vestrons I don't have. That Chud 2, I decided it's so bad I'm not going to get it just to get it. But this Dementia 13 Director's Cut, Francis Ford Coppola's Dementia 13. Now here's the thing, Dementia 13, did I say Dimension? The thing with this is, you'll probably never be able to find it in stores after Best Buy doesn't have it in stores anymore. I don't think Walmart carried this one for some reason. As far as I know, I never saw it at a Walmart. So to get a decent slip, you're going to have to get it in store. $12, not bad. It did have a little bit of damage on the top, but I saw, like, between two Best Buys, I saw several copies, and all the other ones were beat up pretty bad. Which I don't know how slipcovers get beat up so bad at these stores. Like, I've seen a lot of slipcovers and stuff at Best Buys and whatnot just torn and beat to shit. I don't know what's up with that, but I do know that I have an afternoon coffee, which is rare for me. PMacMovies. Afternoon coffee with PMacMovies. All right. Now, on to the grand finale, the Best Buy. I think Black Friday, the Black Friday movies that aren't really on Black Friday anymore. I didn't feel like the lineup was as good as it usually is, but there's still a lot to get. So here's what I went ahead and snagged up. A decent amount of these movies I've actually already seen, so we'll take a look. $6 first. This one got a little damage to the slippy. But it is Batman, The Long Halloween Part 1. I always am into, this is not to judge anyone, or maybe it is, but don't feel like, how dare he do? Well, you can feel however you want, really. I just don't understand people paying $15 or $20 for these, unless you want to watch it right away, then it's more understandable. But some people will pay like $15, $20 for these just to collect them, just to have them. When every Black Friday, these things end up very affordable with the Slippy Dippy. So, got that one. Glad this is one that I'll watch pretty quick. I've watched most of the DC movies that Warner has put out, and then Batman: The Long Halloween Part 2, of course. Got to make sure there's no coffee spills on this. We don't need coffee stains on our slip covers, heaven forbid. But these both look good. They're both about a little bit under an hour and a half. Batman The Long Halloween Part 1 and Part 2, $6 each. Beer me's, and I beard myself. And then I like the, actually I can say, I like both of these Mortal Kombat animated ones. They had like Scorpion's Revenge or something. It was Scorpion something was the first one. That one was $6 last Black Friday. And now Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms, which I have already watched this one. They're both good. They're both nice, entertaining, fun movies. So I'm glad to get that one with the Slippy Dippy for the bargain price of $6. A couple non-slippy ones, which with how Best Buy used to be when they actually regularly carried movies on the shelves, you could go and find a slipcover copy if there wasn't a slipcover copy on the Black Friday little cardboard displays that they have. Which, by the way, it seems like some Best Buys are getting the cardboard displays and some are not. So I went to one Best Buy. They didn't have like the big Lionsgate, not big, but the Lionsgate one with all the Lionsgate stuff on it. And then there's like a Sony one, a Warner Brothers one. They didn't get those. They just got some little tiny ones. And then I went to another Best Buy and they got in all of them. But a couple more movies that I have seen. First, we have Liam Neeson in The Marksman, which it's not a great movie or anything like that, but it's a pretty fun kind of, I don't know if I'd call it, probably pretty much an action movie. Drama, action. It's fun. It's a fun one. It's one of those Liam Neeson ones where I don't know if he's much of a badass in this one. I can't really remember. They get all boggled, You get these Liam Neeson, one or two of them a year since Taken came out. It's pretty good. It's good for $6. And then I got Love and Monsters, which I would have gotten the 4K of this, actually, if it had a slipcover. Neither of them had a slipcover, so I just went ahead and got the $6 Blu-ray. Not a movie necessarily that I need on 4K. And some of the Paramount ones are weird, where they're just 4K and digital and no Blu-ray. I would rather have the Blu-ray and digital for a couple bucks less. The ones like that are Snake Eyes. I'd rather have the Blu-ray for $8 than the 4K for $11, and you don't get the Blu-ray with it. If it had the Blu-ray with it, I'd probably go ahead and get the 4K one, but I'm totally fine with the Blu-ray one. Unfortunate that this didn't have the slipcover, but not really that big of a deal, really, in the overall scheme of life. I might just not be able to go on without the Love and Monsters slipcover. And that movie, by the way, it's a fun one. Again, nothing great in my opinion. It's a fun kind of a popcorn movie. And the girl in it there is the girl from, what is that one Marvel show? Kind of like the Kung Fu. I forget what it is. It's on Netflix. It was pretty good, not too bad. Can't remember if I actually finished it. Up next, the $8 titles, which I did get a few of. A couple 4K. I had kind of beat myself up for not getting this last year when I could get a slipcover 4K for $8. Well, guess what? They had it again this year with the Slippy. Requiem for a Dream here. This is a very intense look at drug addiction, maybe even deeper than drug. I gotta watch this again. I think there's probably some like hidden meanings in this one. And actually, do I have the Blu-ray of this? I might just have the DVD of this, but this is a Jennifer Connelly movie. You gotta have this on Blu-ray, and it's a Darren Aronofsky too, I do believe. Yes, it is. Blu-ray and 4K. Yeah, I wonder why I didn't get this. If I don't have it on Blu-ray, I only had it on DVD. Why wouldn't I have got this last year? It doesn't make any sense. It is a pretty intense movie. I don't know that it's super rewatchable, but it's been probably more than 15 years since I've seen it. And then we got this one I'm really not sure I'm going to keep, but it had the slipcover, so I was enticed by it. It is Super 8 here. Now, this is what I mean. It's just the 4K and the digital. I don't like that. And I do, of course, have this on Blu-ray. Do I really need the 4K of Super 8? Not really. I was thinking about watching this movie again, though, because, again, it's been since, like, around probably back, you know, it came out in 2011, so I'd probably watch it 2011 or 12 or whatever. So it's been a while since I've seen it. It's not really that memorable to me, but I'd rather grab it and then return it if I don't want to keep it, rather than not grab it and then wish that I snagged it, which probably wouldn't have happened, let's be realistic. But then a couple newer ones that I had the option of the 4K for $10 or the Blu-rays for $8. Now the cool thing is with these Lionsgate ones that have a 4K is that the codes in these are going to redeem in 4K, so the codes still have the 4K value. I didn't really feel the need for these on 4K, so I went $2 cheaper and got Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard here for $8 with Ryan Reynolds, who, that Red Notice Netflix movie is a really, really fun movie with Ryan Reynolds and Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Gal Gadot, or whatever her name is. This has got Morgan Freeman in it, too. Antonio Banderas is in there. Salma Hayek. Popcorn movie, another popcorn movie. I didn't love the first Hitman's Bodyguard. It was fine, but I didn't love it. I do have that on 4K. And then we have Spiral here on Blu-ray. Again, not really one. I mean, they got the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital. I didn't need the 4K of this, really. The 4K's got like the neon green looking cover, which is kind of neat, I guess. But this slipcover's fine too. And I don't expect the movie to really be anything that great, so I don't need it on 4K. I really don't. I really, really don't. Now we have the $10 items. There's some good stuff in here. So first, I had recently got Chaos Walking from eBay, but I did have to get me a slipcover copy. So I'll do what I need to do and to keep the slipcover and return the copy to Best Buy or whatever. But glad to get the slipcover. $10 for a fun movie. I enjoyed this one. Something a little bit different, a little unique. And Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland are enjoyable to watch in this. Not a great movie, but again, another fun popcorn one. This one I was really going back and forth if I was going to get the Blu-ray combo pack or the 4K combo pack. And I decided this is a movie that I like fantasy movies, and I wanted to go ahead and get this on the best format for only $2 more. It is The Green Knight. This was probably the one that I wanted the most because I like fantasy movies, and it looks like a pretty fun one. This is an A24 movie, 129 minutes. And if you paid full price for this and you didn't watch it yet, you could have just waited and got a mint slipcover for all these, really. All these, other than The Marksman and Love and Monsters. You just wait. You just wait and you get them for less than half the price you pay at release. This is $25 for the 4K at release. I got it for $10. That's a beer me. That's a beer me. This one, I thought the 4K was going to be $10, but it wasn't. Only the Blu-ray, but this is actually a pretty good movie. I got to finish it, but this is a good one. The Protégé here with Michael Keaton, Maggie Q, Samuel L. Jackson. This is a good one. Is $20 or $10 for the Blu-ray a little bit much for this? In my opinion, yeah, probably. But went ahead and snagged. It's got a nice slippy, and it is, like I said, it's a good one. Another Blu-ray here before we get into the 4K finale. We got The Walking Dead, the complete 10th season. I had to figure out which of these I had and which of these I don't have. I think I have purchased up to season 9. Pretty sure I don't have this one. So for $10, I always get these on Black Friday, usually from Target. It's in Target. These places haven't even had ads this year, so. Anywho. Alright, so I guess we got a couple newer movies this year and then a couple 4Ks from older ones. Let's take a look at the older ones first, I suppose, and then the newer ones. So, a few years ago, Walmart had Wizard of Oz 4K. I believe it was a Wizard of Oz 4K for $10. I passed on it, and I kind of kicked myself because that's never been cheap again, from what I recall. So I wasn't going to pass up when they put out Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory 4K with beautiful slipcover for only $10. I am going to snag that. I do, of course, have the Blu-ray of this, but that's a nice slippy. I like that. And if you paid $25 for this when it first came out, shame on you. You got to support the releases or they're going to stop. Warner Brothers is doing just fine. I think Warner's doing just fine. This is a great one, and I don't think the Blu-ray of this one is very good. I haven't really looked into the 4K. I'm hoping it's good. But this is a classic, really a classic movie, a great one that we watched pretty recently. The cover's kind of, I don't know, it seems like the cover is kind of lame to me, but it is the Shawshank Redemption 4K with beautiful, pristine, slippy dippy. Oh yeah, $10. That's a beer me. This is one that I got from Amazon, but my copy was damaged, the slipcover and going into the case, so I'm gonna return that. But it is Blade 4K. Is this really necessary to get? Not really. Good movie. I don't know how much of an upgrade it is on 4K. I like the cover of this one. That one's pretty BA. And then this one I had to get for $10. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Absolutely fantastic science fiction movie with one of my favorite actors. And actually a lot of stuff in this, as far as like the genetic component of things and stuff like that. Oh, you can't do this because you don't have certain genes or whatever. Interesting as to what's going on today, but it is Gattaca 4K. This is such a great movie. I hope the 4K of this is good. And of course we get a nice combo pack with the 4K disc, the Blu-ray disc, and the digital code. Really glad to get this. Shame it didn't get a slipcover, but this is one of the best science fiction movies of all time in my opinion. And shame on Paramount for doing that just 4K and digital thing with no Blu-ray in there. Shame on you, Paramount. Shame on you. Jelly Seinfeld is a bad, bad man. And then some newer ones from this year that, again, if you bought them on release, if you bought them to watch them right away, that's understandable. But if you bought them and they're just collecting dust and you paid $25 for these, you might as well throw your money out the window. Chuck it. Just chuck it out the window. Because they're all $10 now with beautiful, pristine mint slippies. The slippies are better than you would have gotten on release day because they put them in those little metal things that you push back and they get damaged on those racks. And these cardboard displays, and then, maybe when they do get released, they're on those cardboard displays so you can get a mint copy. But just as mint now as ever. I bought this from Amazon, didn't get a slippy, so I'll be returning that one. It is News of the World, starring Tom Hanks. This is a really good movie, actually. Tom Hanks is a weird, creepy son of a gun who's into some weird occult crap. What are you talking about, PMac? That's conspiracy nonsense. If you looked into it, it's pretty blatant, but Tom Hanks is, this is a good movie, though. We're not going to get into that. This is a good Western. I enjoyed it. Then we got another good movie, but this is more of a popcorn fare. Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, this is a fun one. And again, minty slippy. That's a fun movie. Fun, you know, it's exactly pretty much what you'd expect there. A nice, fun popcorn movie. This was a pretty fun popcorn movie too. Mortal Kombat. Pretty good. Not great. Not horrible. Pretty good. Pretty good. And Warner's doing the 4K Blu-ray digital code. Why would Paramount not include the Blu-ray? You sons of guns. But yeah, this is a pretty good one too for $10. Excuse me, I'll do that. It's the coffee. This one I don't know. Did I really need to get this for $10? I was like, I can get a mint slipcover. It's very difficult to get good slipcovers anymore because stores barely carry anything. You order stuff online, especially from Amazon, it's gonna be mangled. Target, Best Buy, you're not gonna get a decent slipcover. So you see it in store, you grab it. It is nobody here. $10. This is a movie I would have been totally fine getting just on Blu-ray. I think the Blu-ray might have been 10 also, or maybe 8. And if the Blu-ray and the 4K is only a $2 difference, I will always get the 4K if I'm going to get it, because the digital code is probably worth at least $2 more, except for the Lionsgate ones, because the Blu-ray digital code will redeem in 4K also. So that $2 difference is actually a $2 difference. Whereas with this one, if the Blu-ray was 8 and the 4K was 10, they're basically the same price if you sell the codes. And then another one that I got from Amazon, and my copy was not very in great shape. Wonder Woman 1984. Probably one of the weaker ones out of the movies I've seen out of all these. But this is definitely one that I could watch again. I don't, you know, maybe I just didn't catch everything. Sometimes movies are better the second time around. I think generally people didn't think this was very good, though, as far as like customer reviews. I'm not really sure what to make of the cover either. I don't know. I don't know. But I did want to get that one. And the Blu-ray was $10. The 4K was $10. Now, if the Blu-ray was $6, I would have just went ahead and got the Blu-ray. This isn't necessarily a movie that I really needed on 4K, but they were both $10. I think that's everything. Let me know what you guys got from this Best Buy. I don't know what to call it. Is it pre-Black Friday? Are they going to have more Black Friday deals around Black Friday? I think this is it. Like I said earlier, I think this is it. So let me know what you guys snagged up, and we will see you next time on